This tutorial is to show you how to use OMNIPAGE 18 to convert scanned or photocopied documents to do an OCR or an optical character recognition on them to allow them to be highlightable and editable. So first thing you want to do is you want to find the file that you have either scanned into your scanner or photocopied and emailed to yourself. So I'm going to download this file. It's going to put it into my downloads folder. And then what I want to do is I want to find the software for OMNIPAGE. So I'm just going to click on the Start button or the Windows button, go to OMNIPAGE, find OMNIPAGE 18, and then load it up. Once it loads up, then what I can do is I will open up the file. It has a nice step-by-step, some tutorials, things like that you can use. I'm just going to open the file that I have downloaded. I'll need to find it. I'm just going to do this maybe a little bit smarter. I'm going to save this and put it onto my desktop so I can find it a little bit easier. And there it is. Alright, so this is loaded up, this assignment or this test, and then all I have to do is just follow it step by step. So first step was load files. Second step is I'm going to perform an automatic OCR to it. It'll run through. Larger the file, the more time it will take. And then it's going to bring you up to a kind of a spell check. And what I like to do is I just like to close that. Don't do any of the spell check in the OMNIPAGE, and then save this to a file. So I'm going to save this to a file, and it's going to, I'm just going to put it on the desktop again, and I'm just going to call this exam after OCR. And I want to change the file type to most likely a Word file, and I'm going to change it to Word 2007 to 2010, and I'm just going to click OK. So what that's done is that's taken this PDF file that we have, and I'll just show you what it looks like. So it's taken this PDF file that we have here, and if I bring this up full screen, I can't highlight this. And to use any OCR to make any changes to something, I would have to be able to highlight this or edit it. Because I've now done an OCR, saved it as a Word document, I can go in, I can highlight, I can edit this, I can do all sorts of different things. And what it's also done is anytime that there is something that it doesn't recognize, it's going to come up with the red line. So we need to do a spell check on it. So what you'd want to do is make sure that you go through and double check with the original file. So I'll just minimize this. I'll bring up this again. And let's see if I can bring it up on both screens here. Bring this one up and see if I can bring this side by side. So I'll zoom in, go to page 2, and so you'll see it's a little bit fuzzy with when it was scanned in, but I can see the different lines here. So the mistake or the error here is that this recognized it as an I, so I can just do a subscript of the number 1 in there instead, and then go through and make all my other changes. It's fairly accurate when it's doing its work, and then you can also just double check, or you could have a printout of it and double check. So I'm going to go to line 95, and there's an error here, so the ant suppressed the gasp of admiration, so I'm just going to make this change here. So you just go through the entire document, find any mistakes that may be, and once you're done, you just click Save. So now that document is saved on my desktop. It is saved as a Word file. I can upload that to my Google Drive, or I can open it up for students. I can do more editing if I want to, but now it's an accessible document.